hope you can
Hi.
see this. This is about the fourth time lucky, I think, because I'm so rubbish.
No, there's a lot to remember. There really is. There's too many toggles and it's hard.
So this is Kara. Now, are we live, Kara?
Yes, we
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 are
are,
now.
I believe.
We are now. Okay. Is it showing up as live?
Let's see. Yep.
Great. Okay, so we just got to wait for some people to join us. So we are here, still within 24 hours of that eclipse
Yes.
window.
Hi,
And
everybody.
hello, I've got to just make sure I can see the chat because this is a struggle, this chat. I can't see any messages coming up yet.
We've got Sophia, Sarah, Alba.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness, you can see them. Why can't I see them?
So on the very bottom right, so if you're looking at the screen, the very bottom left, there should be a toggle with looks like a ribbon and maybe a
So
uh
what do I do? All messages are visible, right?
mhm.
And then still not coming up? Do I have to turn it? No. Well, can I leave the messages to you because I cannot see them?
Of course, of course. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're happy. Eclipse.
So, Kara and myself today, we've been enjoying our chats so much and some reading that we thought we'd come on at the eclipse. Now, I couldn't come on yesterday because it was my birthday, and the eclipse, thank you, the eclipse was at 6 o'clock this morning for me, and it was happening, 4 or 5 hours back for you. So, Kara, did you get to see the eclipse? Did you see the blood moon?
I tried so hard. I missed the eclipse, but I get the blood moon. I am a I don't know what this means, but I get up at like 3 or 3:30 every morning, and so it was pretty easy because it had just passed the eclipse then, but it was still red. So
So 3 o'clock is the witching hour, isn't it?
ooh, yeah, I'll
So
take
what
it.
time do you go to bed in the evening? Are you like going to bed at 6 o'clock?
I mean, it's about 8:30. Like I'm an early to bed, way early to rise. So
I must
yeah,
admit, I am like that now that I'm back working in the gardens again. I get up at
all that.
6 to be at work at 8, but I just couldn't drag myself. My family came round and I was just really tired. So I just thought we'd leave it and we'd come on today. So Kara did such a lovely visualization. Well, it was a breath meditation, wasn't it, on Instagram the other day? So she's
Mhm.
going to open up with this meditation. And then we're going to do some card pulls. We're going to use the tarot dice and your beautiful deck,
Yes, it's Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. If
Queen of
anybody.
the Moon Oracle. And then I'm going to do a meditation to take us out.
Yeah.
So take a deep breath in, everybody. Start to relax, and I'm going to let you take it away.
All right, everyone. Take a deep breath in. Hold for just a moment. And exhale softly. Close your eyes if you'd like to. Take this moment to fully arrive into this space. Grounding into love, presence, and divine connection. Just keep breathing. As you hear this sound, imagine it washing over you like waves of peace, dissolving any tension and any stress, bringing you into full alignment with love. Now place one hand over your heart and one over your belly if you'd like. Feel the rise and fall of your breath as you inhale deeply through your nose. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and exhale out of your mouth with a gentle sigh. Breathe in again, expanding from your heart space, and then slowly releasing, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Just keep breathing. Now with every breath, you're opening your heart to divine love. And let's affirm this together. So repeat after me, okay? I am open to love.
I am open for love.
I am safe to receive love.
I am safe to receive love.
I am love, and love is me.
I am love, and love is me.
I'm going to do those one more time, okay? I am open to love.
I am open to love.
I am safe to receive.
I am safe to receive.
I am love, and love is me.
I am love, and love is me.
Breathe in. Feel those words sink into every cell as you breathe out. And just keep breathing. Feel love flowing within you, around you, through you. Just rest in that for just a moment. And we're going to take one final breath in deeply. Breathe in through your nose. And hold this feeling of love and expansion. And as you exhale, imagine sending love out to the world. Knowing that you give and you receive freely, openly. And when you're ready, bring yourself back, feeling aligned, refreshed, and open to receive today.
Thank you. That was lovely, Kara. Did you write that yourself? Well done.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. So we've had this eclipse in Virgo, and I think Virgo is a seeker of a sign. It can be a bit of a knife edge, Virgo. They're either very sort of quite shy and introverted, or they're the total other way.
Okay.
So I don't know quite how this would manifest itself because I'm not an astrologer. But who have we got first? Who would like a card? Well, it's going to be a tarot dice and one of your cards.
Did we do the collective card yet?
We can do that now if you would like.
That'd be great. Like I love your dice roll. So do you mind kicking us off, Sarah?
Okay, but you pick at the same time because we want them to
Okay.
want them to go in conjunction. So I did pull the High Priestess on one of the earlier ones I couldn't get out. So we would like a tarot card for the collective, please, for this eclipse. Okay, and I have pulled for you the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, I love it.
Number 10. I believe it's 10. I'm not sure actually. But the Wheel of Fortune, when something goes up, something else has got to come down. So it's a bit of a barter, this one. Okay, luck, fate, change, destiny. But you've got to work out with this eclipse window what is not serving you and let it go. You might be juggling too much. So if that is the case, if you are feeling burdened, lose a few things, put them on hold and deal with them later, or lose them completely. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. And what did you pull out?
This is actually super serendipitous. It's the wolf full moon. So this is it's the hunger moon. It's the wolf moon, but it's for hunger. So basically, I love pulling this card because, to be completely honest, I did 3 card readings yesterday, and all of them had this moon in it, and there was 3 different people and everything. So it's pretty serendipitous that I'm pulling this for the collective with us. So basically, the hunger moon is a hunter gatherer moon. Like you're gathering up supplies and whatnot. But the one thing that I always take from this, one, it's a full moon, which is very much aligned with where like we are. But there's a story, um, a young man and his Indian grandfather. He sat down with him and he said, "Grandfather, there's 2 sides of me. There's almost like there's two wolves in me." And he says one wants, fame, fortune, and to take over the world. The other one is a very kind, loving, caring, hopeful one. He was like which one's going to win? He was nervous, and the grandfather said, "Which one are you feeding?" And so basically, this is a card that says, and every card reading I did yesterday, it is to feed hope and love and faith and trust, and not give in to the negativity and the just the darker side of a wolf. Like that's not like a darker night of our soul, like that we love the night and the day, but um that's more of a detrimental part of ourselves. We want the hope, we want the faith, we want the love, we want the positivity. That's what we're looking for. We want to feed that wolf, right?
Yeah.
And so and there is an affirmation that comes with it. So it says, that's the intuitive part. So this is just a very little short snippet. It says, um, feed the good and the hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle, but prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blind you and dictate your actions entirely. So there's an affirmation that says, "I recognize all I hunger for, and I feed the good and the hope within me." So I love this.
That's lovely. And that also kind of fits in with this one because, it's cycles and we often go through cycles. For instance, the last month I've been in a negative cycle, doom scrolling, shouting at the news, on the telly, and sort of waking up to think, oh, what's happened now? So I've tried to get out of that, but it's about releasing control, isn't it, as well?
Oh yeah.
We all struggle with. Lovely. I love that reading and that little message. And that wolf kind of reminds me of the Hound of Hecate.
Ooh, tell me more about that, can you?
Well, Hecate is one of these dark goddesses, isn't she? She's a witch goddess, and she is often worshipped at eclipses.
Oh,
and any moon season really, but an eclipse is a good one. And we go and leave sort of food at the crossroads, and that kind of seeing that wolf on there baying just reminded me of
I love that.
Hecate, the three-faced goddess, Roman and Greek goddess, witch goddess.
I love it.
So, and I totally forgot to make my offerings, do my candles, because I was so into my birthday. So sorry, Hecate. Next month.
There you go.
So who would like a card then? Who would like a reading?
Okay, so we had let's see, the first that I see. There's so many happy birthdays. I'm meant to
Thank
go.
you. Thank
Yes,
you.
for sure. There's a Sophia G.
Oh, Sophia. Sophia G or C?
G. G is
Okay.
in the girl.
I don't know that Sophia. I thought it was my friend Sophia C. So Sophia. Okay. I want Sophia to blow on the dice. Now, what does Sophia need to know today? Sophia, the Fool. You are
Ooh.
off on adventures.
Mm-hmm.
So this is aligned to the element of air. The Fool is starting off on a journey, taking risks and chances and leaps of faith, not really knowing where you're going, perhaps. But that's half of the fun, isn't it, of not knowing where the route takes you. Just make sure that you are spontaneous, you keep that spontaneity, if that's a word, alive, so that it keeps things fresh. And I would also say to you, redefine yourself, perhaps. This might have been coming up. If this is coming up, just go and have that new haircut, or that new beauty treatment, maybe a different style. But it's about new things and rolling with it and seeing where it takes you. One of the you can't see the whole card, but there's a little dog at the heel, a little white dog often on here, and so you have got your spirit guides and your helpers with you. But take those chances, take that risk, and the journey and the cycle starts again for you. So
Mm-hmm.
enjoy that. What card did you pull for her?
Honestly, I'm kind of in shock. It's the flower moon. It's another full moon. It's a
Ah,
blossoming moon. Yes, for sure. So the word is blossoming and it's a flower moon. So basically, this is saying, again, we're in full moon, right? This is amazing. It's another full moon card. And she's sitting here playing this beautiful violin, and she's literally in full bloom. There is nothing hidden. She's just sitting there playing, showing everything that she is. She's not hiding. She's her most authentic, her most genuine, her most vulnerable. And no matter what, she won't let anyone take that away. There's actually an affirmation with this, and I love it. It says, I joyfully blossom and I feel no fear. So standing, it's really, I love how it pairs with what she was saying. It's like the Fool, isn't it one of the number one? Isn't the first of the tarot, or am I wrong?
no, the Fool is 0.
Oh,
Fool
her.
is
Okay, got it.
0. Number 1 is the Magician.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. So that was my mistake, but it's awesome. So whatever journey you're on, we're just gonna let you blossom and bloom and just show yourself off and just be your most authentic self. This is basically a blessing to be everything you are and don't hold back on this new journey.
Does it say in your book, because we call them by different names in different
Mhm.
countries, does it say in your book when flower moon is? Is that April or May moon?
Oh, you know what? It doesn't say in here, but we
Well,
can look it up.
I would perhaps make sure that for this next month, you make sure you have that fun with music, listening, making it, singing.
Creativity, yeah, for sure. I love that.
But she holds the violin here, doesn't it? So it's attached to the throat chakra.
Oh, I see
And
that.
music is a throat chakra, listening and hearing. So pay special attention to your throat chakra, Sophia. Keep
Love
it
that.
clear and keep humming in the shower.
Ooh. And number 33, if that matters, if it
Number
resonates with you.
33 is very spiritual number, isn't it? Two
Mm-hmm.
threes together, added together, they make 6. So that is quite a balanced and a stable number.
Mm-hmm. And it's the origin, it's the periodic number for carbon, which is life.
Right, yeah, and you could do 3 times 3, couldn't you? Or you could do 3 add 3 or
Ooh, 9 too.
whatever.
That's 9. That's a really good number.
Mm,
Oh, wow, I like that.
mm.
Mm.
See, we can play around with these card numbers and things, can't we?
Mm-hmm. All right,
Right, who's next?
William Craig.
Hello, William. I'm just clearing this dice with the say hey key. And William, I'm going to get you to blow on the dice. This dice has all of the majors and it has the aces. It doesn't have a whole deck on it. So we are going to work with those. Right, okay. So what does William need to know right now, please? Okay, we have temperance. Temperance for you, William. Temperance is all about balance. It's aligned to the fire element, this card, number 14 in the pack. And it's about healing, it's about moderation, it's about also vulnerability. And dare I say it, patience and being calm and present within your life as well. And it kind of has a softness with it. So this person is pouring, this angel rather, is pouring water from one cup into another. So that takes a certain amount of dexterity, doesn't it? Balance so that you don't spill it. So whatever I think you are up to at the moment or planning, make sure you think things through. Make sure it is not going to make you really heavy. Perhaps if it's responsibilities, if you can delegate to other people to take the pressure off, that would be a good thing. And everything in moderation. That's exactly what the Oracle of Delphi says to us. Everything in moderation. So perhaps making sure if you're drinking too much soda, you know, tone it down, replace that with carbonated water. That's how I got off Coca-Cola. You know, everything in moderation. I'd look to your health as well, emotional health and physical health. Okay. It's very hard to read when we can't see faces, so I will say that. Okay, how would you like to go now?
It's another full moon card.
Oh, well,
And
we are
pretty.
at full moon.
I'm telling you what, it's the snow moon and its purity. So basically, this is a card for knowing your intentions, getting really, really clear of why you're doing what you're doing. Give a lot of like introspection and be really clear about your communication. A lot of times people think purity as moral fortitude, but this is really just being clear about what you want, pure about your intentions, authentic about where you are and where you're going. There is an affirmation that says, I know why I do what I do. And it says there's a very short little sentence or phrase that says, look for the simplest and cleanest solutions, understand your motives, be as clear as possible with your communication. So that's pretty aligned with the card you pulled or the one you rolled. I love this.
It is, and I would also say about snow magic. Think about the world after it snowed. It goes really quiet, doesn't it? It goes quiet and silent. Everything is still. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe having a bit of stillness in your life is a good thing as well. So pausing, taking time to work things out, or just having a
Mm-hmm.
rest, William. That temperance is a bit of, you know, having that softness, having that rest.
Yeah, I love it.
Lovely.
Oh, I love it. What happens
Lovely.
here?
Clear the dice. So who have we got next?
We have Alba.
Who, sorry?
Alba, Alba.
Alba. Okay,
Mhm.
Alba, blow on the dice. Think about what's going on in your life. And what does Alba need to know today? The Sun card. Hope the sun
Ooh.
is shining where you are. Another fire element card, full of positivity, fun, success, optimism, and vitality. Sincerity as well. Warmth and joy, and also returning. So something could be returning from you, or to you rather. This is a brilliant card in a spread. I absolutely love it.
Me too.
Have you has Alba been feeling a bit sad? My heart chakra just wobbled then on its own axis. So I'm wondering if you need to have a bit of heart care and heart love. Take time out and make sure you book yourself a nice day out somewhere, something to gladden the heart, perhaps for you and your friend. Make some nice memories, especially if you've been going through a tough time. Those good times are going to be returning to you. Okay. I'm just kind of trying to tap into myself. They're telling me something is going to be successful. You might be wavering and worrying about that. So keep that optimism. Don't keep saying, I'm not sure if it will work. I don't think. Cancel, clear, and delete those negatives. It will work. It will be successful. Visualize yourself doing it already and that money tick, tick, tick coming in
Mm-hmm.
if that is what you're struggling with. Okay, I'm going to leave that there and let you
Mm-hmm.
go.
Well, this is a beautiful card. It's actually the will card. And I would like to point out that she's holding something that looks like a sun here. It's quite beautifully aligned with that. So this is a waxing gibbous 4, so it's right before the full moon.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a curtain of gold, and she's like splitting it, and this is where the sun kind of shines. And there's a full cycle of a moon cycle, and you're right in the middle of it. And so basically, this card is um, it requires action. It's telling you to take action. Um, you know, there's passion, there's fire. I almost like before Sarah said something about her heart chakra, I thought fire. There was something about this with the fire card, and then it aligned with the sun, which is because the will is the fire within us, right? And would that be more like the second Dantian or the third Dantian?
Um,
Maybe no.
the will is your solar plexus, but I just want to add something to that. The
Mm-hmm.
moon phase on that card is waning. It's a
Oh, it's
C.
raining.
So I
Oh.
think that is about removing stuff. So in 2 weeks' time, is it Alba or Alva? Do some
Oh.
clearing at the next new moon when the moon starts to. Oh no, we're in that moon phase now. It's going to be shrinking now. So within the next 2 weeks, make sure you make some changes and clear some stuff away. Whether you
Mm-hmm.
go and have a Reiki treatment, whether you throw all your junk out for charity or a yard sale, do some clearing.
Yeah, and this is number 13. I know that numbers kind of matter to people, but it's basically you possess a free will, right? To make your choices and then to act upon those choices. So whatever choices you make, I do hope that you take Sarah's advice because I feel very much like this is a clearing, kind of new beginning, curtain parting kind of season. And again, like we've got 2 weeks, and even I was called in my own reading for myself to prepare and to really dig in deep uh, to do and almost like we're going from more of a golden light situation to more of like an evening night situation, and it almost feels like it's calling you into introspection. And once you have made that decision and done some introspection to act upon that, maybe this could be a situation for this 2 weeks to kind of see what comes up with that.
Yeah, and the eclipse and the sort of dark moon are real introspection times. I never do magic on an eclipse because I don't trust that it's going to be correct for me. There's always these jokes about, oh, the old witches have to sort out the young witches' mistakes when they all cast these spells, and it goes awry. So I actually sit and think. Normally, I don't do any magic. I might walk widdershins around something, which we'll do in my meditation later. But be careful with your spellcrafting, people. Right, let's clear this. And who's next?
Rachel Delate.
Okay, Rachel, blow on the tarot dice. Okay, what does Rachel need to know now, please? Oh, it was cocked die, so I'll do that again. Okay, and we have this Empress for you. I'm sorry, I've forgotten the lady's name.
Oh, Rachel.
Rachel, you have the Empress surveying her estate. This is an Earth card alignment. It is also about abundance, family, fertility, divine mother. Are you a divine mother? Creativeness, living harmoniously, good health, art, natural beauty, and being close to nature. Now, she's actually sitting looking backwards in the card. So she might be going over some things in her mind. She might be being introspective, which is right for this moment, but don't get lost in those, oh, it used to be so nice, oh, it used to be great. These reminiscences are great, but live in the moment. We can't do anything about what has happened. It is futile to worry about the future, although we always do. The Empress has stability. She's been through a bit of a rough ride, but she is sitting nice and firmly on that throne. We have that lucky number 3, that power number again. And she is a divine mother and a creatrix. So create what you want to do with that stability. I think that's about all for that.
So
Ground as well. Make sure you ground. This is an earth card.
Well, it's so funny. I got the growth card and it's grounded in the earth.
There we go. So ground everything into you. Right.
That's totally true. It's self-awareness, realization, you know, self-examination, and that comes from, if you're grounded and rooted, a really great realizations really about yourself, right? There's an affirmation that says, I have timely self-awareness and act upon my realizations. And knowledge is power. And I think that she's just so all right and unbothered. She's just in her element growing. And this again is very grounded. It's a waxing crescent. It's number 5, but it's also waxing crescent number 3. I'd like to point that out. In the cycle, those numbers really matter. And there's a time. There's also a clock there she's holding. And it's almost like she's not even bothered by time. She's just growing. Like it's there, right? Like the growth is happening here and the time is over here. She's just like, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Doesn't matter. I don't care about time. I'm just going to grow. I'm going to be grounded. I'm going to do what I need to do and just to be me and allow just the world to pass because I'm already doing what I need to do. So this is a lovely, lovely card. I love this. 5 is also really, it's a number of freedom. It's also the number of, it's a sacred number. So we have like 5 appendages. It's like the 5 is some people associate with like Christ. If you are not that, let's not associate with that. But it is, the 5 fishes, the feeding the 5,000, kind of thing. So I love this card for you.
And it is the number of the pagan elements, isn't it? Earth, air, fire, water, and acacia spirit.
Yes.
Okay. And I just want to add, if these messages are coming up and we're not in the right moon phase for you, just create a circle, a protective circle, which is devoid of space and time, and meditate to your moon phase. For instance, if you want to do a spell to bring stuff to you and we're at that waning moon, there is nothing to stop you making that circle and meditating to the right. That's a little cheat that some of us druids and witches do.
I
So
love
you
that.
don't. I mean, if it's best to wait for the moon phase, but if something is really urgent and you need to do it, I say do it. Right. Who's next?
Jules.
Jules, blow on the dice, please. And what does Jules need? Tower moment.
Wow.
Tower moment. Oh
Don't be
dear.
scared. I love the tower.
She loves the tower. I don't like the tower. But
Love it.
anyway, I'm supposed to like the tower because when the tower falls down, the only thing you can do is strengthen and rebuild to how you want to. So another
Yeah.
fire card. We're getting a lot of fire cards today, aren't
Hmm.
we? Sudden changes, upheavals, epiphanies. This might be a card of brilliant ideas. It's not always destruction and chaos. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable transformations as well, but rebuilding things, changing it up to how you like, awakening. Could also mean darkness, disasters and loss, but we're going to cancel, clear, and delete that. We want epiphanies.
Yep.
Bringing in some good ideas and some, you working ways out to do things a little better.
Hmm.
We also have that lightning strike on there, creating Z for Zeus. I'm all about the
Ooh,
Greeks.
love
So
that.
maybe ask Zeus, the father, the all father, to help you. I don't know what your particular persuasion is, but big changes coming, epiphanies, and the chance to make things how you want to make them. Okay.
We have the release card.
Oh,
So I
very
know.
good.
When you pulled that tower, I was like, yep, we gotta release it. It's just about letting go, let it go. There's an affirmation you can just right off the bat, just I freely release all that does not serve me, all I no longer need, right? And old habits, um, make room for something bigger, something better, something brighter. So this is it's called release, but it's the waning crescent. And you can see, excuse me, like she's releasing from her chest cavity all of this beautiful transformation. But there is a part where she's holding on, where she's coming from, this almost like forest-like situation. And she's wanting to release, she's wanting to let go, but she just needs to let that go, right? And so she can come into this new phase where she's just in release, right? She's just in this transformational phase where she's walking from one situation, one life process into another that looks completely different, but is free. It's freedom there, but we just need to let that go, right? So another night card, another maybe 2 weeks of letting go, allowing, releasing, and seeing what comes next.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I release for 2 weeks and then I'll bring stuff towards me for a few weeks.
Hmm.
I find it too complicated bringing all the the star signs in, etc., and this
Yeah.
node and that. I don't understand all that. A really good person for that is Kay Moon. She comes and has healing sometimes, and she runs a great channel. I've been a guest on her channel, but she really knows her stuff. So go over to her channel and have a look if you want to get nitty gritty with all the astrology.
Love it.
Okay, who's next?
Cole B.
Okay, can you spell that name? Cole, C-O-double-L.
Cole.
Cole. Okay, Cole. Blow on the cards, on the dice rather. Okay. What does coal need to go? Okay, the Ace of Pentacles for you, Cole.
Oh my goodness.
So it's not always about money, but it quite often is. I think sometimes it's also about changing perhaps your career. If it's not working for you, it's about changes in career. But you have a journey to go on with money, with abundance, and bringing things towards you. What I would suggest you do, Cole, is think of a number between 1 and 10, and then Google whatever number and the suit that comes up for a more in-depth. I can't do more in-depth on here because it's only got the aces. If it is the 8 of Pentacles, that is definitely changing some up, learning something new. And if it is a number 8, things move fast. Okay, so some money stuff coming up for you. Be sensible, think of the pros and cons. And I'm going to leave that with you for
It's number
Kara.
8.
What was that? Number 8. There we go.
I love these readings. Oh my gosh, the fastest
And
I
what
can
does the
see it.
card say? What is the name of it?
So it's the waxing crescent number 6. It's called the path. So the
Okay.
path is open to you. Like the doorway is open. There's a ladder. It's already there. It's already put for you. The door is open. It's another realm. There's a sunrise. You're going from a situation where you're dwelling. It's night. There's you've been maybe on a journey, but now it's time for a new door, a new window. There's something here that you have the will and the power and the desire to walk through. You just it's time. It's illuminated. It's like right there. There's a doorway right there. It's just a step through it, and you begin the journey now. You can respond and take action right now. It takes courage as well. I mean, you're going from one world, an entirely different world, right? Into one that you may not know. There's unknown, but that doesn't mean that we're to be scared or to hesitate. You have the courage, you have the will. You've been on this meditative place or journey or position, and now it's time to just move forward with it. And there's an affirmation, and it says, "I am open and responsive to the opening of the way." So
So,
I was like,
Cole, imagine, Cole, that you are the fool starting off on that journey, climbing up that ladder through that portal and into that new life. The fool journeys through the cards. He becomes the magician. Do you know what I mean? They sort of journey through. Those are lovely
mhm.
cards.
I love them.
I've got the alchemy deck, which I use for teaching actually, and the artwork is very, very similar. She does some good
Oh,
decks.
really? Is it
Yeah.
Stacey DeMarco?
Stacey DeMarco, yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's lovely. Lovely, lovely. Simone is next.
Okay, Simone, blow on the dice. Okay, what does Simone need to know? Okay, again, Wheel of Fortune for Simone. Remember,
Ooh.
what isn't working for you? What, as something comes up, something else goes down. So maybe you're losing enthusiasm about something, but you're getting enthusiastic about something else. You know, letting things go, working out pros and cons. Luck, fate, change, destiny, cycles. If there is misfortune happening, don't worry about it, because on the way up, fortune will be coming. Surrender and release a little bit of control. It might even be an idea, perhaps, to draw yourself a little list. This looks like it's very similar to the Wheel of the Year, the pagan Wheel of the Year. Now, we are just here at the equinox. It's the equinox 20th, 21st, or 22nd. I haven't checked it. So that is next week. So this is a time of balance. So write those lists, those pros and cons, what you're not interested in, what isn't working for you, what you've got to change up, and focus on the most important.
Mm, I love that. The number 22 card is Wisdom card. It's a waning gibbous number 6. And as you can see, her foundation where she's standing on is wisdom. It's books, it's reading, it's knowledge. And there's a ladder too, and she just keeps reaching for the stars. She keeps reaching for more. She keeps growing. She keeps changing. She keeps bettering herself, and she's kind of um, it looks like clouds, but she's also on a boat. So, on a journey maybe of, wisdom is always, there's more to wisdom than knowledge. Although you do see books there, there may be something, you're not seeing, you maybe need research. It's the difference between knowledge and wisdom is knowledge applied. Wisdom is knowledge applied, and using your life experience, your inner direction, your inner guidance system to use that knowledge for your direction. And so that's what I'm kind of seeing with this card.
Lovely.
Hmm.
Lovely. Well, these eclipse windows, I'm just going to turn a light on. I think it's getting a little bit dark here. It is nearly 6 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to cleanse this dice. Who have
Hmm.
we next?
See, again, lots of happy birthdays, which you deserve for sure. Let's see. I just missed it. Give me a second. Oh, Maria. Maria.
Okay, Maria, blow on the deck. I keep calling it a deck, it's a dice. I'm so used to working with decks. But I am starting to work with dice. So what does Maria need to know? Again, we have the Empress, number 3 for you, Maria, sitting firmly on your throne, surveying your estate. Don't worry about what you haven't got. Just focus on what you have got. It is always opportunistic to just forget about keeping up with the Joneses. I don't know why I'm going on this phrase. Maybe you're thinking, oh, they've got something nice and I want it. It might not work for you. Look around, count your blessings, be grateful for what you've got, and know that you have that fertility. You can change things up at a later date, but I think sitting and enjoying what you have at the moment as well. So I'm seeing these trees. I keep focusing on these trees in the background. So I'm going to say to you, go out and ground with a tree. Choose a nice tree that you're drawn to and perhaps go and sit underneath it, have some quiet time. I don't know where this lady is in the world. If it is too cold, imagine, make that circle again, go into meditation. But I think you're going to need to be doing some grounding in and having a bit of stability for yourself.
There is the beauty card. This is one of my ultimate cards. It's a 20, number 20 card, and it is the waning gibbous. And this card to me has always spoken about surrounding yourself with beauty and not you know, the surface level beauty, but things you love. You know, when Sarah was saying, get out there, I was thinking already, I was like, surround yourself with the beauty of nature, things that you think are beautiful. Go on walks and just have time out in nature, but also, things that you love, like your favorite clothes, your favorite music, and read a book that you've always wanted to read. Like surround yourself with beautiful things. There's a gift and a wisdom. I did a test once, and there was an actual gift that people have, and it's called the appreciation of beauty, of words, excellent things. And that I always associate with this card. And it's beautiful. I mean, look, everything that's
I
There's
like
a
the
butterfly.
butterflies, the nose.
Yes, isn't that so lovely? And that says that beauty is like medicine, can heal a broken spirit, and that's true. There's so much to it. There's an affirmation that says, I see beauty everywhere and it raises my vibration.
Yeah.
Sarah has always said for the last how many readings, just rid yourself of things. Just rid yourself of things that no longer serve you, that don't bring you joy, that don't bring you peace, like the beautiful things. Um, I love this card for you. I always love pulling it. One, is absolutely beautiful, but it means so much to me. So.
We are at that spring clean time as well, aren't we?
Ooh,
So maybe
mm-hmm.
this is an opportunity. If you haven't used your grandmother's tea set for the last 10 years, for the last 2 years, then you are not going to be using that. So take a photograph of it so you still got the memory and donate it to a charity or something like that. I struggle with this, getting rid of family things.
Oh yeah.
I keep a lot of them, but there's really too much. And if I don't want to part with it, then I take a photograph of it. So I've still got that memory on my phone, and then I pass it on to someone else. So do your spring cleans with your mind, your soul, and your possessions.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do one more, shall we? And then I'll do a little 5-minute meditation.
I love it. Okay, so let's do. What was the last one? Oh, Vivian.
Hello, Vivian. Blow on the dice. And what does Vivian need to know? The sun again. We got a lot of fire signs today. Here we
Mm-hmm.
go with our beautiful, friendly looking sun. Rebirth, forgiveness, fun, success, optimism, vitality. Sincerity, warmth, and joy, and a returning. So, if you've been going through a troublesome time, Vivian, things are about to change. The weather is getting warmer. We're all starting to go out again in the northern hemisphere. I know that's not the same in the southern hemisphere, but be optimistic. Things are on the up. Our blessings are coming towards you, and try and keep that sunny disposition. I know it is really difficult at the moment with the news and everything going on, but you know what? Nothing is forever. So hum along, dance through your day. The world is not going to get you down. Be optimistic and keep that sunny smile on your face, Vivian.
Mm. So this is the assessing moon, or the assessing card, and it's number 9, and it's the first quarter moon. Yeah, the first quarter moon. So basically, assessing. It's on a hot air balloon, very high. There's a perspective because she's got what's that called,
A
Sarah? It's like
scope, isn't it?
yes, it's
Yeah.
the scope, and there's also this little starburst right here. It's almost like an epiphany or something like that. But it's just assessing in life. Again, it's in this more of a dark phase. But basically, we're like, um, it's time to assess like just where you are. No blind spots. Try to find the blind spots. Being honest with yourself and others. Sometimes there may be hard decisions to make, but it's always about thinking, always about a deeper assessment, always really just kind of taking the time to do that, to rise above and just to kind of see where you are. There's an affirmation that says, I'm enjoying moving and choosing, moving and choosing. And so maybe you are in this next, like, let's say 2 weeks, you're just like, okay, this is something that I'm assessing. If I don't like it, okay, let's move on, or I'll move forward into that position or direction. So I like this for the next 2 weeks for you, just kind of assessing, moving, changing. You have the right to do that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm just going to do a little bit of a meditation now, and I'm just going to talk about eclipse energies. So I spoke a little bit about if you don't know what you're doing with magic, don't do anything on an eclipse, okay? And the reason for that is we have two lots of energy. Imagine you've got, imagine two energies going like that. They're pulling things tight, pulling away or pushing together. So you've got two things in opposition. Now, I went with a circle once down to the beach on an eclipse. And what we did was we decided to work with a vortex energy. So is that anti-clockwise on the screen, or
That's clockwise.
that is clockwise, is it? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be working with anti-clockwise. Okay. So there are some thoughts that vortex energies are really, really healing. And this way, when you walk it, is called Widdershins. Widdershins. That's an old witchy. Am I going the right way? Because I'm so used to doing it in reverse for my
You're
videos.
perfect. That's the way to do it.
Right. I'm going to have to keep going like that, or I'm going to forget which way I'm going. Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do now is I want you to imagine that we are all on a beach. Okay. So we're going to be on this beach as the eclipse happens. But what I'm going to do is I am going to create a circle around all of us, devoid of space and time. And I want you all to take a couple of breaths in and breathe down to the soles of your feet. And imagine us all coming to stand in a circle. All together in a circle. And one of my spirit guides just shown himself. So my old druid spirit guide is going to walk into the middle of this circle. And with his giant staff, he is going to mark the center. So he's going to make a little circle in the sand. And then he's going to come back and join our circle. Now, we are grounding. We are protected in this circle, but if you want extra protection, I want you just to imagine a beam of light shining down and encasing you within that love, light, and protection. I'm just going to draw the distant healing symbol for those who come to watch this later. But we are still in eclipse energy, so we are still within that timeline. Am I going the right way, Kara?
Other way.
I've been doing for 6 years the wrong way so that it shows up in the videos. Okay. So I want you now to imagine turning to an anti-clockwise direction. We're all going to turn together and we're going to start walking with slow, measured steps, anti-clockwise Widdershins. I'm going to let Kara do it if that's all right. Widdershins, Widdershins, Widdershins. We're going to just circle 3 times and we're raising energy up. My druid and other guides, myself, Kara and her guides, are going to hold the space whilst continuing to walk in an anti-clockwise direction. I want you just to take a breath in and imagine yourself walking into the center of the circle. You'll meet a few other people there because we're all walking in at the same time. And imagine planting your feet inside that circle. You might have your back against other people there. And as we keep walking widdershins, I want you to think about what needs healing in your life. You may even feel yourself starting to move. This energy suspends. It kind of creates an energetic vortex. I'm going to draw the master symbol as we are still walking widdershins and you are standing in the middle. What is it you need healing with? What is it you wish to manifest? This is your chance now to state that. State it out loud if you can. Things are always better to be said out loud. And I'm just going to draw some abundance symbols as you do that. I'm also going to draw some clearance symbols. Take a breath in and just breathe out what no longer serves you, but also making space for this new energy that is going to come in. So the master symbol being drawn again. Daikumyo. 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 And just feel yourself in this vortex energy, knowing that it is working for your highest good and harm to none. And that if you are manifesting, don't expect it to happen tomorrow. It will happen when the universe is ready and when the universe knows you can handle it. I almost want to say be careful what you wish for. You know, if you want his spirits to talk to you, you might just want them to shut up, okay? So be careful what you wish for, okay? Really make sure you want it. It's all about manifesting these days on eclipses, isn't it? Gone are the days where we looked in terror at the blood moon. We now see it as a fascinating conjunction, don't we? But I may be wrong. Astrologers may be saying other things. But in your world, you will be perfect with those few little flaws that make you perfect. Whatever is going on the wider world, let it pass. Just let it go over your head. Water off a duck's back. And know that you have your guides, you have your angels, you have your ancestors, you have your helpers. And even if things seem dark all around, you are that shining light. You are an optimist. You are a half glass full person. And when you say, I can't, I won't, I'm not sure, you cancel, clear, and delete. And you say, I can. Just think of that little train in Dumbo. I know I can. I think I can. I know I can. I think I can. That is you. And that is how you keep going, putting that foot in front of the other. Now, you may be feeling a bit ethereal. That is that vortex energy. I'm now seeing in my mind a huge standing stone. I know exactly where this standing stone is. It is in Avebury Henge, where I will be going in September. And I want whoever has gone into the middle of the circle just to now ground again, recalibrate, and take a few steps out from where you were standing turn around and look at the center of the circle. And this beautiful standing stone is now where the druid made that circle. Now walk back and place your hands on the wishing stone and ground your wishes into the earth. Especially the heels. My heels are just tickling me, so the heels. The heels at the back end of the foot, back end of the opening seems to be where I'm feeling that. I don't know why, just passing that on. And then breathe down to your feet again and walk back out into the circle. The guides, the angels, the helpers, and the ancestors now come to a stop. And we all turn to face the standing stone, taking the hands of the people next to us. I'm just going to say what comes into my head and just repeat it in your heart. I am a shining light. I attract abundance to me. I am kind and positive, and I will keep my sunny disposition. Now imagine looking down at your feet as I draw a double chokray into each foot. And then I'm drawing this abundant symbol called Mara from Egyptian Reiki Sekum. You might be able to feel yourself being grounded, that energy into your feet now. And breathe out. And now just imagine yourself sitting down on the sand, and we're going to turn and look out to sea where you can see this eclipse moving. It's finishing now. It's a nice pinky moon rather. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and let the scene of the beach fade away. Take a couple of breaths in and open your eyes when you are ready. I hope that was all right. It was completely off the top of my head.
Lovely. It was lovely. I always feel every time you do a meditation or all of your work. I feel it every time.
Well, I think that is all for now, isn't it, Kara? Have you got anything that you want to close with? Perhaps a message or anything? What are you up to? Have you got anything happening?
Yeah, so I've been doing I've been prepping for More Lives with you, and I am writing a book. I'm finalizing it this week. It's a poetry book, and then I'm going to be rewriting my book. It's Love's Miracles and the Misery, and it's the second edition, and I'm very excited about it. You can get this one on Amazon if you'd like. And other than that, I think it's really focusing on the next 2 weeks, because we've got another one in 2 weeks, don't we? Do we not? Another live?
I think we have. I haven't got my diary here. I'm going to be coming on, hopefully, on the equinox or the day before or the day after by myself to do some more readings. I'll put that out when I've looked at
You've
my
got one
diary.
more with Adrian, remember, with your retreat. Yeah?
We did one earlier in the week on Instagram. We still have, I think we've got 2 places on our retreat left. So in Ibiza, I just bought my plane tickets yesterday. So looking forward to that. We are going to be meditating, magic, ritual, healing, tarot. So if you want to come, it's a nice small little group. I think there will be 12 of us at the most. So it's a week to get to know people of like-mindedness And we have a beautiful little finca in Ibiza with its own swimming pool, 3 meals a day. So if you want to come and work anything and everything Tara, or, you know, just come and send me an email. My email is in all of the show notes of my videos. And thank you, Kara, for being here and encouraging me to do these lives. I'm still a little rusty on getting on here.
You're so good at them. You're just so good. I love it. You're welcome. It's such a pleasure.
And if anyone doesn't know where Kara is, she is all over TikTok and Instagram doing amazing little shorts that I'm fed up of doing now. So she's taking over from the shorts. Your YouTube channel, please go and follow her. We got to get her numbers up because she's got so much to offer the world. And thank you for reading all the messages because I haven't seen any of them.
We'll figure it out. So you're welcome.
Thank you for all your happy birthday messages and your encouragement. And I will see you around the equinox for a druid ritual and some pulling. And we will see you around 2 weeks' time when we are at new moon. We're going to try and do full and new moons.
That would be lovely.
If we can coincide. If we can't get it on the day, we'll be a day either side. But life is busy for all of us. So thank you all for watching. We wish you abundance, healing, and a nice, happy 2 weeks ahead of you.
Yes, much love. Thank you guys so much.
Everyone. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks, Kara.
Thank you, Sarah.
See you soon.